Hello beautiful people, Kirsten here with the second Vulnerable Friday weekly little video that I want to make for you, for myself and also for you of course, to share a bit more vulnerability, because I think that's really important that we share ourselves more in the world, that we show ourselves, we show our heart, our bravery, our vulnerability, everything that's happening in us, so that we can recognize each other in one another and maybe feel a bit less alone in this weird time of being isolated more and more and all the polarity that's going on in the world right now. So yeah, this is my little contribution to that by making a weekly video. And I still find it a little bit scary, because it's vulnerability, and vulnerability is just a bit scary and it takes a little bit of courage. So I feel the little bit of anxiety in my body now. So first of all, I want to take a big breath together with you and then share something. Yes. Yeah, and I can feel my heart beat very fast, and the saying, if your heart's beating very fast, then your heart wants to say something, it wants to speak. So I have my little talking heart here, holding it in my hand, and I hope it will help me speak to you today. What I would like to speak about this week is about the pain body, and something that's very present for me at the moment, or it's not really like it's present. It's also present in my daily life, but it's also very present because I'm becoming more and more aware of what the pain body is, and I've learned a lot about it the last couple of months, and that makes it for me more easy to recognize the pain body. I don't know if you're aware with the pain body, but it's a saying of Eckhart Tolle, that our system tries to prevent us from harm and tries to help us survive, and we humans are very we have a bias towards the negative things, because negativity or scary things or dangerous things can maybe kill us. So our system biologically is set up to be more aware of the negative things than the positive things, and that's also how the pain body is sort of created. It helps us stay alive and survive, basically. But in an emotional sense, it's not always so handy, because it also keeps us stuck in anxiety and in fear and in not living up to our potential by being free and being in our true spirit and our true light. And that's what's happening for me too. And it's funny to be aware of that more and more, and to see how the pain body works as well, as I am growing in my self-awareness and in my self-love and in my light and in my strength. The funny thing is that my pain body, because it wants to help me and it wants to survive and it wants to help me not being killed, because it doesn't know that I'm not in danger. It still thinks that I'm in danger, because it always thinks that I'm in danger. It's also growing with me. It's getting more clever by finding ways to trap me in that pain body, to trap me in that mindset of doubt and negative thoughts and judging myself and judging the world around me, and try to keep me in that polarity and the duality, so that I don't move, because moving can be scary, and moving can maybe mean that I will put my foot over the threshold and I get run over or something like that. So that's what the pain body thinks, and that's what it wants to protect me for. But I know, my spirit knows that that's not happening. I'm taken care of, and I trust, and the more I trust, the more my pain body gets scared and tries to reel me in again, basically. And the funny thing is for me that it's also something that I recognize in the years that I've spent in addiction. I've been a food addict for a long time. I've been in recovery of that for several years now. It's still something that sometimes plays up. It's a way for my pain body to keep me in places. If I'm not in my awareness of my self-love, then food for me is still a way my pain body reacts, like food or Netflix or being in the negative thoughts or trying to divert myself from the emotion, the energy emotion that just needs to play out in my body, and I don't want to feel like sadness or shame or vulnerability for sure, or anger, things like that. So it's funny to see that actually addiction and pain body for me is the same. They try to speak to me in different ways, but it's coming from the same place. And it's a place of fear and not a place of love. And that's what I want to be, in the place of love. So and it's something that I learned in my when I did the program for addiction, and when I also worked in addiction counseling. That they say in the program that I've been to, the 12-step Minnesota program that I did, is that how much you grow in your health away from addiction, the cleverer the addiction gets. So the more cunning the addiction gets to try to reel you in, basically. And it's the same with the pain body. So that's for me, that's the same. And I can feel that now, and I can see that now, and I don't have to be in it all the time. And the way for me that's playing up right now in my life is that I'm when I'm sleeping, I am not conscious, of course, of what's happening, and then my pain body tries to lure me in again with dreams and negative dreams, and I wake up with a guilty feeling and being overwhelmed and feeling judgmental about myself, and I wake up in that. It's really hard for me to recognize, like, oh, that's not true, and that's now it becomes easier and more easy to do that, and that's a beautiful thing to see for myself, that I can do that, and that what I feel when I wake up is not real. It's not real. It's just my pain body trying to keep me in a safe place, not moving, keep me still, so that I don't look outside and get run over by the bus. That's not there, but my pain body doesn't know that. So, so now I wake up every morning when I feel that, and a good friend of mine told me to help me with that as well. It's not real. So what I say to myself now is, I'm whole, I'm love, and I'm enough. And I repeat that for myself. I'm whole, I am love, and I am enough. And that helps me, really, And the same friend also sent me something the other day about being in a blah day or a blah moment of the guru MOOJI. And it was really beautiful to see as well, that we can have blah moments, and we think we have a blah day because the whole day is like, I know I have a negative moment right now, and so my whole day is ruined, and I keep stay in that feeling, in that moment, and but it's not actually true, because moments are fleeting. It's energy, emotion. You feel something, and physically in your body, it just takes maybe a minute or a couple of minutes to get the emotion and the hormones that come with the emotion and the thoughts and the things that happen chemically in your body. It takes a couple of minutes, and then it will flush away again. It will just leave your system again. It's just our mind that keeps us in the thought about the emotion and keeps us in that moment, but the moment is already past. And that's how we make a blah moment into a blah day, basically. And we don't have to do that. It's just again a way to keep us safe from the scary big world. But we don't have to do that, because we can trust. We can trust in love, and we can trust in life, even with all that is going on right now. We are loved, and we can trust. We can trust ourselves. We can trust our light and our wisdom. And we are enough. We are whole. We are love, and we are enough. Breathe that in. We are whole. We are love, and we are enough. And that can help us to stay in the moment, stay in the body, feel what's happening in the body, let the emotion run through and come back to that wholeness and stillness and ease again and go back to what we are doing in a day. Yeah. And even sometimes if it doesn't work, you know, if you still feel you can't let go of the emotion or of the feeling, of the thought about the feeling, it doesn't mean you have to be stuck in that. You have to be passive. It can be there, you know, it can be there, just let it be there. Just let it be there. It's just a way of your system to help you. Everything that happens in your system is there to help you survive, basically. Only it doesn't always know what it is that you need, or it uses old ways and tools to help you, but they don't work for you anymore. But it doesn't know that, so it's really trying the best it can to do for you to help you. So let it be anxious, let it be scared, let it be negative, or be in that feeling for a longer time. It's okay too. The only thing is that it's not true, and you don't have to listen to it. And it can be here, and you can just move on and do whatever it is you want to do that day. And you will see, if you try to see that, to be aware of that, to move apart from the emotion and the thought and just look at it and move on and just let it be there. It's fine, it's fine. It really is. It will dissolve. It will dissolve. In the end, it will. Yes. Because if you don't listen to it, if you don't give it the space that it needs to grab on and to get hold of you again, it doesn't have anywhere to go, and it will resolve. So yeah, that's a little bit of what's happening for me as well last weeks. Being in that, in those moments, in the blah moments, in the blah days sometimes, sometimes fleeing in a bar of chocolate, or in Netflix, or in reading a lot of books instead of writing something that I want to write, because I would love to write more, but I'm scared about that, and I think I maybe can't do that, or I don't have something to say, so then I will just read something, or listen to a podcast, because I think that will help me, and I'm not doing the things that I need to do or I want to do. It's not that I need to do anything, but just that I want to do, and that give me joy. Yeah, but the awareness is there, and it's there quicker every day. You know, I can get out of that Painbody reflex every morning quicker by saying the things that I just shared. You know, saying to myself, I'm whole, I am love, I am enough. Making a gratitude list every evening before I go to bed also helps me to wake up more at ease in the morning. Writing my morning pages, do some physical practices in the morning, and some meditation, and feeling my body, and yeah, just loving this body where my soul is invested in, you know, where my soul houses in. I need to take care of that. And feeling at ease physically in your body also makes it easier to feel at ease in your spirit, in your soul, and in your heart. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share today. And yeah, with my little sharing heart. I hope yeah, it brings you some recognition, maybe some inspiration, and some comfort or strength, whatever it is you need. And I would love to see you next week. Thank you so much. Stay well. And stay in love with yourself. Mwah. Bye.